Yeah, we are back. I've just connected to a new Wi-Fi network because on the previous live video the network was really bad, and I was not sure whether you guys are still on or not, because it's very bad to explain your story, which people need to understand and hear, and then only to find out that people didn't even get you. So it's just so much energy. So as I was saying, this is our part two. This is our part two of the live video. As I was saying, that the purpose of this live video is to actually explain how I came about to become coach, is to actually explain how the Forex Broker Killer Institution was born, is to actually explain why most Forex traders never liked me from the get-go, is to actually clear the air so that those who recently followed me can actually know who they are following exactly, because I'm quite sure there are people who are following me and then they have no idea. Is to actually explain how I got to be using lot size 100, how I got to be using lot size 200, 300, up to 1000. Is to actually explain how I got to be able to make 1 million in 1 minute, 2 million in 3 minutes, 10 million in 15 minutes. You understand? So you need to understand the person you're following so that you don't get carried away by the evil spirits of social media. All the people who think they know me, there are those people who can actually describe me, how I am, how I live, yet still they've never met me in my life, not even once. So the purpose of this video is to clear the air so that we can all understand the progress within my success, and how you will take it at the end. It's actually your business, it's not my business. But now my business is to inspire those who need an inspiration. So the rest can go to hell, hey? So now, as I was saying, as I was explaining how FBK was born from the get-go, FBK was born because of videos, only 2 videos which went viral, whereby I was trading fundamental, and then all these guys from KZN started contacting me wanting to learn how to trade and all that. So I taught them how to trade, but it was unfortunately because their intentions were not okay, their intentions were not okay at all. So they started selling my work out there, they started selling my work, they started sharing my work for free and all that. So it's fine. Now, after the second video, which went viral as well, there came a lot of people, a lot of people wanted to know, how do I trade? How do I get to make so much money in 1 minute? Everybody was interested in that because it's what people have never actually seen in public. We all know, before I could be in the industry, the previous leaders, the previous traders who were all flashy and all that on social media, they would never actually tell you the exact thing which they are using. They will never tell you the exact thing which they are using. They would rather teach you technical, knowing very well that they know the right time to trade, which is fundamental, where they get to make millions which they need to maintain their lifestyle. Yet still, when they teach you the opposite. So I said, I need to teach people exactly what I do, because there's a reason behind why people want to learn how I do things. I did not just wake up on my left side and say, now I'm opening an institution, just like they are doing nowadays. These small boys, they just wake up today, and if they can see that, okay, I can be able to finance a Golf R or Golf 7 or whatever car that, or an A45, whatever car that they might be able to afford. If they can be able to do that, they go ahead and then they finance the car, then they come back, and then they come back, they leave all that flashy lifestyle and say, come and join, you know, come and join. And then when you go there, they teach you technical. So I'm trying to explain to people how FBK was born, how the 1 minute strategy was born, so that you can get to understand the storyline in between, you know. So these small boys, these Forex boys, all of them, majority of them actually, they don't have a story behind their institutions. They think running an institution is pop and place. It's not easy. It's not easy, knowing very well that so much people believe in you and you need to make them right. You need to make them do right about their lives. You need to inspire them almost on a daily basis. It's not easy. It's not very, very easy. So these small boys need to understand that running an institution is not pop and place. Just because you can afford to finance a Golf R does not mean you should go around just saying, come join my institution. Hey, come, what. It's not easy. So people chose to have FBK. People chose to have FBK. People chose to want to learn 1 minute strategy and not the other way. So I did not go around living a flashy lifestyle on Instagram. In fact, when I started on Instagram, I was on an average of about 2,000 followers. And at that time, I did not even have a car. At that time, you know. So these small boys who just boom out of nowhere, they have so many followers, they are driving their first car, it's the most expensive car. There's something wrong. You can't just start this thing and have the most expensive car. Something is not right. Something is definitely not right. So that's why I'm saying that there's a storyline behind FBK, behind Forex Broker Killer. There's a storyline behind my success. Just because you've met me now when I'm making millions in 1 minute, it does not mean that like I'm the rest of them. I've got a story behind, so of which is the purpose of this live video. So I hope you all understand how the FBK institution was formed. I even explained it further on the first live video. This is our second live video, by the way. Because of network, we had to start all over again. So I'm just gonna continue. After FBK was started, we were using 1 minute strategy only. Now, the main problem was that we were all on one broker. All of us, myself and my student at that time, we were using one broker, which was XM, you understand. Now, after that, the brokers were able to see what we do. They were able to analyze what we do, of which it was a problem. Then that's how I got to come up with the second strategy, which is modifications. Because I'm the founder of 1 minute, I can be able to upgrade it however I want. If you're not the founder of something, you won't know how to take it to the next level. You understand? So that's how we got to have our second strategy in FBK. Not because the 1 minute is no longer working, but because the 1 minute on one broker was being super manipulated. Then that's when I came up with a concept that it's best if all FBK students, we use different brokers, of which even at this date, I will never tell you my broker. Reason being that once I tell you, I'm a public figure recently. So once I tell people my broker, numbers are going to join. And when they join, the broker is going to know what I do. And when they know what I do, they are going to stop everyone, myself included. That's why the first group of 1 minute strategy were seeing flames with XM. It was very hard to make money because they all knew. So after we separate as FBK people using fundamental, after we separated, it became better. It became better because we were able to make money, you know. We were able to make money. At least when I'm using a private broker and someone else is using their broker and the next person the other broker, it became much more easier. It became much more hard for them to stop us when we separate, of which is why today, even at present, I still recommend people to keep their brokers private, because if let's understand one thing. If you're a technical trader, don't worry about keeping your broker private. It's useless. If you're a technical trader, be free about taking your brokers out there, because you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. You are trading based on your opinions, not on the actual things or the actual facts which move the foreign exchange market. So if you're a technical, you can continue taking your brokers in public, because nothing is gonna stop you from making money if you're making money. You understand? Because the brokers want you guys, they want technicals. So if you're a fundamental, especially a pure fundamental who's not trading both sides, if you're trading only fundamental, if you're not claiming, we have technical traders who are claiming to trade fundamental. And how do you know them? You will know them saying that I know the direction of the market before. I can tell you where the market is gonna go before it goes there. Those ones are claiming. If you look at the person, they come from Limpopo. I mean, like, how do you come from Limpopo and get to know advanced information which is hidden deep down in the international banks? How do you know the information which is hidden there, where else you are still poor in Limpopo? That's how you get to know them. They are trading based on their emotions. So let's not confuse fundamental traders and technical traders and fundamental claimers. We've got fundamental claimers. You will see them telling you that I can tell you where NFP is gonna go now. Ask them, how do you know that NFP is gonna go up? They will tell you that, no, I've analyzed it. What makes you think that what you think about the market is the actual thing which is going to happen? What makes you think that you have authority over the foreign exchange market, which has roughly plus or minus 80 trillion profit? What makes you think that you have authority over the foreign exchange market? So I want you guys to understand the difference. I want you guys to get to understand the difference, so that you don't get to confuse technical traders. You don't get to confuse fundamental traders, so you don't get to confuse fundamental claimers, and you don't get to confuse coach. You understand? So now, whatever that I do, whatever that I trade, there's always facts involved. There's always facts in what I do, in what I trade. If I'm not sure of what I'm doing, I'm going to tell you. For example, I've got a third strategy, which is coach direction. Now, the third strategy, the video, I'm still in the progress of recording it, because in FBK we are upgrading the strategy. Right now they are getting the new version of 1 minute. So the third strategy, I will make it clear that in this strategy, I do not have facts of what I'm talking about. So that even when you trade it, you need to understand that, okay, coach made it clear that this one, he does not have facts at present. However, with 1 minute strategy with modifications, I've got 100% facts of what I'm talking about. You understand? So whenever I don't have facts, then I won't lie to you saying that I'm perfect. I know this for sure 100%. No, whenever I don't know, I'm going to tell you that, you know what, this one I'm not sure. So if you trade it with that authority that, okay, coach is not sure of what he's doing here. So we are all exploring. That's the only way for us to learn. We can only learn when we explore. We can only learn when we make mistakes. So now, as I was continuing, sorry about the disturbance. There are actually people who are calling me, and I've told them that don't call me, I'm busy. It's a problem when people get to have your personal numbers, and even when you tell them that I will call you back, they will still call. There's nothing more important than what I'm doing right now. So yeah, as I was explaining, now I want you guys to know that there's a busy. I said I'm busy. These people, If I owe you, I will pay you, man. You don't have to run after me. If I owe you, I will pay you. I will pay you. You don't have to call me every second. I've told these people that I'm busy. They are still calling again. Ish. So, yeah. So, as I was still saying, that the purpose of this video is to explain the progress within the person that you're following at present, so that you can get to understand why people are saying these things about me. It's because they don't have information about me. So I'm telling you the information about me, so that now you can have a platform to even talk further about me. Now, I'm going to be explaining my progress. But before I explain my progress, I'm going to start with the present. Before I explain my progress, I'm going to start with the present. Ne? Let me just use this phone right here. Remember, the purpose of this video is to explain how I got to become coach, how I got to make money in 1 minute, and how so many Forex institutions, they never say good things about me. How broker owners want to sign me so that I can sell people. I want you guys to understand all these things. Now, I'm gonna be opening my Instagram account, ne? The one which I'm live on. The one which I'm currently live on right now. Now, this is one of the recent traders. Okay, when was the 10th of May? One of the recent trades, one of the recent trades. Yeah, this is one of the recent trades. One of the trades which I just made about a week ago. Ne? Now, remember, I said that I'm going to start with the present and then go back so that you can understand. So on this trade, I made about 2.5 million. Ne? On this trade, I made about 2.5 million on this trade. That's the current situation. That's where I am right now. However, to a person who recently followed me, it's going to be quite easy for them to say, no, it's a demo account. The reason why you are saying it's a demo account is because you are not happy with your life and you don't get to understand how a person just makes it just like that. But that's why I'm live right now, to explain the progress or the purpose behind. Ne? Now, the latest trade which I made just now, which is about 3 days ago. The trade which I made about 3 days ago, I made about, how much was this one? I think it was about 400,000 rands. Ne? Remember, I said that I'm going to start with the present, then go back to the past so you could understand my story. I did not start by making this amount. You need to understand that. So this is about 400,000. I've made about 400,000 on this trade, which is about 3 days back or 4 days back, somewhere there, this past week, just before my birthday. Now, you have seen the current progress, right? I believe that you have seen the current progress. You have seen where I am right now. That's where I am at this stage. Now, I'm going to be showing you guys where I come from. Let me use this phone. I'm gonna be showing you guys where I come from so that you can get to understand that these people who are saying these things about me, they don't know me. Majority of the people who are discussing me, they don't know me. They have no idea. They have no idea where I come from. They've got no idea at all. So let me just go to, remember, I was never famous on Instagram, by the way. My whole life, my whole progress started on Facebook. Everything which I did was famous on Facebook before it could be on Instagram. Instagram just came recently, so it did not build the person that I am. Facebook did, of which is where the videos whereby I was trading, they went viral on Facebook before, not even Twitter, only Facebook. So right now I want to show you guys the progress. I want to explain each and every history so that you can get to understand. Okay. Yeah, I'm still trying to scroll down the history so that you can get to understand the story behind my success as a person, because I've got these people who think they can say whatever shit that they want to say about me, yet still they don't know me. So I'm doing them a favor now so that they can know me, they can know where I come from. I'm still trying to scroll down on the main FBK page on Facebook. Problem nowadays is that I've got so many fake accounts. Yes, I've got like more than 15 fake accounts, more than. So you never really know which one is the real one. Even myself, sometimes I get confused. Which one is my real page now? So, but I'm trying to report them. They are closing them one by one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna start in 2017. I'm gonna start in 2017, of which is where the whole journey started. But whatever, remember that it was never my intention to start an institution. People requested for an institution. So just because you started following me now, just because you started following me recently, does not mean that you know who I am, you know where I come from. You've got no idea, hey? You've got no idea of the shit which I went through. You've got no idea of my journey. So you don't have a right to judge me based on what you see now. And I can never be compared to anyone in the world. Anyone. My story is unique. Not even a trader. There's no any other Forex trader which you can compare me with. There's no any other person, celebrity, whatever. There is no any other, because my story is different from theirs. I know right now at present with my success, it intimidates a lot of people. They get to think that I'm their competition. But I can never be your competition if you and I never hustled together. My only competition is people whom I started the whole journey with. That's my only competition. Any other person can go to hell. I don't have any other competition. That's why I can never be compared with anyone. Celebrities, Forex traders, anyone, because my story is different. And I'm proud of my story, hey? Now, I'm going to start with the story now. I'm going to explain each and everything which was happening throughout my life, ne? And I'm not sure if you guys can be able to see this at present. Yeah, I hope you guys can see. So let me just rather open the door so you can get to see, so I can get to explain to you guys. Ne? Now this is the main FBK page on Facebook. This is where the journey started. I want us to focus on the date. I want us to focus on the date so you can get to understand the person that you're following now. So you can stop saying shit you don't know about me. You need to know this story. If you are one of those people, you need to understand that I can never be no one's competition, because these small boys, they are opening institution thinking that I'm their competition. They have no idea. They have no idea. So let's focus on the dates. 25 May 2017. Ne? 25 May 2017. Now it's 2019. So this is just the profile pictures of the page itself. And that was before I could change numbers. I once changed FBK numbers back in the years. So the numbers which you're seeing now, they are old ones, by the way. So now let's start with the journey. Let's start with the journey. Ne? I want you guys to look at this account. That was in 2017. 2017, 25 May. Ne? 2017. I've made 15 euros. 15 euros. If I can take a calculator right now and calculate how much is the 15 euros, you can see how much profit I was making in 2017. Let me quickly go to Google. Where's Google here? Yeah, 15 euros. 15 euro to rands to ZAR. I was making 240 rands in 2017. That was the kind of profits I was making. I want you guys to understand the story so you can stop saying shit you don't know about me. 241 rand. That was my profit 2017. Do you guys see, Mar? Can you guys see the progress, the start? I was making 240 rands and I was so happy, by the way. I was very, very happy with the profits which I was making. Now, another one. I was making, it's still on the 25th of May 2017. I was making 129 GBP. Let's see how much is 129 GBP. Let's see. 129 GBP. Now, these celebrities, they start coming here saying shit about me or saying shit about us as Forex traders in general. They've got no idea where we come from. Just because you started following me now does not mean that we are friends or you know me. You were not there. You were not there when I was making this amount. Now, I was making 2,369 rands profit. And I was so happy. I was very, very happy with this profit. 2,000 rands. That was the kind of profits I was making in 2017. 2,000 rands. I want you guys to understand the story. Now, 10 KWD. I was very happy with this profits. 10 KWD. Let's see how much is 10 KWD. How much is 10 KWD to South African rands? So that you can get to understand how I'm able to make this amount. I was making 474 rands. Where the fuck were the celebs at this time? Where the fuck were they when I was making 474 rands? Where were they? Where were they when I was making this amount? Nowhere to be found. Nowhere. And then now, today, they just come back just because they have fame. And then they think they can say whatever shit that they want to say about us. But they were not fucking there when we were struggling. They were not fucking there when I was making 400 rands. Nobody was saying anything. Nobody was saying anything. Not even one person. Even those who are watching this live video, I know you don't like me. I know you don't like me. But where the fuck were you? Where the fuck were you when I was struggling? Sorry about the language, but sometimes I just get mad because people just think that just because they are following you, they can get to say whatever shit that they want to say about you. Now, I'm telling you, I'm one hell of a person who does not care. You know, what do I mean by that? Majority of the people who are public figures or who are famous, they're not allowed to say Forex, they're not allowed to swear, because they have reputation. I'm one person who does not care about that. Mina, if you offend me, I'm gonna tell you that, you know what, you will die poor. You understand? I'm that one hell. I'm very transparent. I'm not gonna go around the bushes just because I'm a public figure now. I'm not allowed to express my feelings. Mina, if you hurt me, I'm gonna tell it straight to your face that Forex, you will die poor. I'm not going to go around the bushes. So people need to understand the concept behind that we use it as a defense force, not as an attack mechanism. So if you offend me, I'm not going to say that because I'm a public figure, because people are following me, I need to watch what I say. Watch what I say for who? If you offend me, I'm going to say it in your face that Forex, son. Forex, go to hell. I'm not going to go around the bushes just because you look up to me. You look up to me, yes, but I'm still a human being. I'm not perfect. I get angry as well. I have emotions. I'm a human being. So I'm not gonna pretend as if I'm a famous robot. If you love me, if you like me, you need to like me for who I am. I'm not gonna do shit on social media so that I can impress people who don't even care about me. Now I'm real. If you are telling me shit, I'm gonna tell you shit even worse. I'm gonna hurt you back. But nonetheless, if you're being nice, I'm gonna be nice as well. So I'm not gonna pretend. So, as I was still explaining, yeah, how do I hold this? Okay, let me just change. Yeah, as I was still explaining that, where were they when I was making 474 rands profit in 2017? Nowhere to be found. We are moving on. We are moving on. No, this one, it's my students. Here I was making about 31 kWd. That was on the 30th of May 2017. Remember, now it's the month of May. So we are going back now. So let's see how much was 31 kWd. Let's see how much was 31 kWd. Now I was making about 1,471 profit. I was making that profit, and I was so happy with that profit because it was able to maintain my lifestyle at that moment. Now it's peanuts, but at that moment it used to be a lot of money. So I'm trying to make you guys understand the person that you're following. I'm trying to make you guys understand my journey as a human being so that you can stop saying shit you don't know about me. Now, this is a video. Yeah, is it? Yeah, this is a video. This is a video whereby I was trading an event whereby I had 38 kWd, which is equivalent to about 1,600, and I was able to make this much. Let me just pause the sound on the video. This is what I used to make. And I used to take out, can you see the real tag on the video? I used to take out the real tag the same way I'm taking it out now. But now, because I'm making what they think it's beyond impossible, they all say it's a demo. But at this point, nobody said I'm trading a demo. Not even one of them. So I'm gonna continue. Now, this was one of my first ever seminars, and the maximum attendance was 20 people. I had about 20 students, and I was offering them free seminars, teaching them how everything is done. My first ever seminar, which had about 20 people. Now, keep in mind, that was in 2017. Now, today, I can fill places like State Theater 4 times. 4 times today. 4 times. 4 times. That's why I'm saying that you can never compare me with any Forex trader. They've got no story to tell. Even if they do, it's their business. Now, I was able to make this much. £300, 326 pounds from 60 pounds. That was my progress. They never said shit. The celebrities never said anything. They didn't care about us. Now they are talking about us because they think that we are their competition. I'm no one's competition. I'm no one's competition. In case you were thinking that I'm your competition, I'm way beyond that, hey? You are a small boy. You are a small boy. I will never be your competition. You have no idea where I started. Now, one of my pictures which can explain the story, the first picture which you see, was in 2016 when I was still in Garankuwa. 2016, the first picture. And then the second picture which you see was in 2017. On the second picture, the only difference was that I could not afford the clothes which I'm wearing here. I could not afford to wear these clothes before. I could not afford to wear. Do you guys know All Star? I could not afford to wear All Star in 2016, I mean. But in 2017, I was able to afford to wear All Star. It's a story right there. But where the fuck were these celebrities at that time? Nowhere to be found. We are moving on. Now, I want you guys to understand that if you're following, since now we are live on Instagram, just because you're following me on Instagram, Instagram does not have my storyline. It does not have my storyline because I joined Instagram when I've already made it in life. Unlike these small boys who start on Instagram just so they could show a lavish lifestyle. So, it's a storyline. The profits that I was making, 113, you know. I want you guys to understand the profits that I was making before. 399. Can you see the real tag? Can you see the real tag? 399 GBP on my account. Now here's the funny thing. On this account, because it's 399, nobody says it's a demo. Now let's go to Instagram now. Now let's go to Instagram. You will see. You will see them. Just because I'm making this. Just because now I'm making this. And I'm still taking out the real tag, which they've seen from way back. They will say, hey, it's a demo account. Are we? Jesus. It's the same real tag. The only difference now is that I'm making millions. But fact remains, I did not start by making these millions. I've started from the bottom. That's why I'm saying that you need to understand the person that you're following, so that even when you talk from today, you know what you're talking about. 2.5 million. That's just like on the 10th of May. Where's the date? 10th of May, yes. Just last week, 2.5 million. But 2 years back, 3 years back, I was making 399. Taking out the same real tag. Nobody said it's a demo. It's fine. Now, let's see what was happening here. Let's see what was happening on this video. Let's see what was happening on this video. It was 22 June 2017. Now, this is my story right there. There's no other better explanation than explaining this way. Because when I talk, you guys have no idea. Now, let's see. This is one of the events which I was trading in 2017 June using 1 minute strategy. Yeah, it's still counting. It's still counting. I don't even remember what happened on this event. So I'm watching it with you guys for the first time, I can say. Because I don't even remember this event. But I want you guys to see the progress, to see where I started. I've got about 100, I don't know if it's pounds. Yes, I've got about 100 pounds on this account. I want to see what's going to happen as well. But I'm quite sure that I did not lose here. I did not lose, I'm quite sure. Where the fuck were they? Where the fuck were they when I was still hustling this way? 2017, they were not there. Yeah, there you go. Now, let's pause here. Let's pause here. Let's pause here. I've got about 100 pounds in my account, and I've just opened a trade in 2017. And then already I'm sitting on a loss of 104 pounds. The reason why the account is not blowing is because I was on a high leverage and I had more equity. You can see I still have about 46 equity remaining. Now, if the minus loss goes up to 146, that's where I can blow the entire account. Do you guys understand? Oh yeah, car number 15 is just here. Number 45, A45. Where were they when I was still driving a Runex? They were nowhere to be found. Now I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna continue playing the video. You can see. Nobody said it's a demo. Nobody said it's a demo. Nobody, not even one of them. Now it's still counting. Now I'm about to make profit. Now I'm about to make profit. I'm going to be so sharp. Now I'm about to make profit from 100 pounds. I want you guys to see what I used to do back in the game before this small boy started talking about me. I want you guys to see. Now, that's why I'm saying that I can never be compared with anyone in the world. I'm one hell of a hustler. Now, you can see where the profit is now. From 100 pounds to 531 pounds. Where the fuck were you when I was making this small amount? Where the fuck were you? You were not there when I was making this profits. You were nowhere to be found. Now, these small boys now, they think they know where I come from, or they know who I am. I'm taking out the same real tag. It's out there, the same real tag. But now when I take out the same real tag on 2.5 million profit, hey, it's a demo. It's a demo. You will die poor. I'm telling you, you will die poor. And it's not a joke. You will die poor. You will have the poorest funeral in the world because of that attitude. You can see from 218 to 500 GBP. It's a progress. It's a story. It's a story. This was in 2017 June. It's a story. 660 GBP. It's a story. You can see now I'm going up. It's a story. It's a story. You need to know my story before you can start saying shit you don't know about me. It's a story. That was in 2017. Let's see how much, what was happening here. Let's see on this video.
Hi guys, coach.
You can, if there's one thing which I've never changed in my life, it's how I start all my videos. I always start all my videos using the same quote, which is, hi guys, coach speaking, the author of Forex Broker Killer. Here the network does not want to play. Let me start the video. Let me start the video.
Hi guys, coach speaking, the author of Forex Broker Killer edition. This is a mini account trading KWD. Remember, 1 KWD equals 242 rand. So the floating profit right now it's close to 10,000, just close to somewhere there. Trading fundamental right now. Real account, as you can see. Now, this is what I boosted just yesterday. It was an internal transfer actually of 29. You can see the results. This is what I'm trading right now. You can see this is a mini account. Technicals don't matter me. This is a mini account trading KWD. So I'm just gonna kindly close off with the little that I...
Now, you can see I was making 10,000 rands somewhere around June in 2017. Ne? 10,000 rands. And nobody said it's a demo. Nobody said I'm fake. Nobody, because nobody cared at that present. Now, as I'm going to continue with my progress, now I was going up the ladder now. Now I was going up the ladder. This was in 2017 June. Remember, 2017 June, I only had one house. I never had a car. When I was trading like this, I did not have one car. Not even one car. Where the fuck were they? Where were they? Nowhere to be found. Now, I was making about 646. Now, at this point, I was planning to buy a car. But now, because I did not want to buy a car which I cannot afford, just so I could please people, you know. So I was making about 30,000 rands. You have seen the profits from the start. I started from 240 rands. Now I'm on 30,000 rands profit. Now I was planning to buy a car at that time. I was planning to buy a car, and then I was working very, very hard. Already, FBK was there as an institution already. It was already there. I already had students at this time, but I did not have a car. Now, this was my first car. 19 July 2017, that's when I posted it. However, I bought it on the 17th of July 2017. My first ever car, Toyota Ranex. My first ever car, Toyota Ranex. If you have been following me for a while, you would know that when I go home, I always show you guys this car. It's still there in Limpopo. Even now, it's still the majority of my cars, which are not fancy, they are back home. I've given them to family members so that they could teach themselves how to drive in the meantime. Now, this is my first car. First car, 2017. And this is my current car. This is my current car. This is my current car. You need to understand the person that you're following. I did not start by driving an RS7. I did not start by I did not start by driving a C63. I did not start by driving an A45. I did not start by driving an S3. You understand? I did not start by staying in such a nice house. I did not start there. But a person in jail, just a poor person, they think they can say whatever that they want to say about me. They think that they can say whatever that they want. This was the first house which I stayed at in Soshanguve. First house. This is my first car. Well, if there's one thing these things have in common, these houses, is that the first house was yellow, and even the seventh one, it's still yellow. Even the seventh one, it's still yellow. The only difference about these houses is that this one, the yellow one, the first one, was worth 329,000 rands. 329,000 rands. Where the fuck were they? Where the fuck were they? Nowhere to be found. This was my first car. I bought it for about 55,000 rands. Second hand car, 55,000 rands. Toyota Ranex. Where the fuck were they? They were not there. The only difference about these two houses is the price tag. But they've got one thing in common. Yellow. The first house was yellow. Even this one, it's still yellow. The first house was 329,000 rands. And the seventh house, it's 7.5 million. 7.55 million. Now remember, how you take this, it's actually your business. I don't really care how you take this. But my purpose behind everything is to inspire you, is to make sure that you understand that everything is possible in life. You're not gonna end where you are at this current point. We've all started from the bottom. That's what people who are wealthy at present are not telling you guys. They're not explaining to you guys the journey throughout everything. They're not explaining the journey throughout everything. I'm telling you, it's pointless to follow a celebrity who never teaches you how they got to where they are. It's pointless. I'm telling you, it's pointless to follow someone who never explains to you how they got to where they are. If you're following a person who's driving the Ferrari, the R8, the what, for as long as they're not explaining to you how they got to where they are, I'm telling you, it's pointless. It's very, very pointless, because you will never improve. You will keep on praising them for the rest of your life. You will never improve, because they never tell you how they got to where they are. They never explained the journey in between. Majority of you guys are still going through the same things which I went through. Now, me telling you what I went through can serve as a motivation to you. That's why I'm saying that if you think that I'm bragging, go to hell. You may die poor, because you are following me for the wrong reasons. Now, I'm going to be continuing. 110 KWD around July. I'm going to be continuing explaining the journey so that you can get to understand. 911 GBP. Now, you can see the account. The account is worth about 14,000 GBP. Now, I would say August 2017. I was approaching to be a millionaire. I was not a millionaire at present. I only had about one house. I only had about one car, I think, at that time. I was making about 1,900 GBP. Can you see the story? Can you see the story in the storyline? Now, there I am with my first car at my first house. When I was still an average trader, they were not there. These small boys who are talking nonsense nowadays, they were not there. They were not there. During this time, they were not there. Now, going up, I was making 1,100 GBP, 805 GBP. That's a story right there. 1,000 GBP. 2,900 GBP, 274 GBP, 2.4 GBP, 1,100. Now I'm approaching year end of 2017 now. I'm approaching year end. 437 GBP. Withdrawals, 43,000 withdrawal. 43,000 withdrawal, 2017. 2017, where the fuck were you? If you think that you can just come now, just because you're following me does not mean we are friends. It does not mean that you know me. And just because I'm a public figure does not mean that I'm not going to state how I feel just because people look up to me. You must look up to me. You must look up to the real me. I'm not going to pretend on social media. I'm not going to pretend. I'm the realest person ever. If I don't like something, I'm going to say it straight in the face. Oh, yeah, this is one of the posts which are so real. No trader. There is no trader. That was in September 2017. There is no trader who ever bought a Lamborghini using 0.01 lots. There is no trader, and which even at this stage, it's still true. There is no Forex trader who can ever buy a Lamborghini with 0.01 lots. Now, the whole point of this post is to tell you that if you're not going to take risk in life, you can never get anywhere. If you're not going to take any risk in life, you can never get anywhere. We always progress in life because we are taking risks. It's okay to use lot size 0.01, but use it to gather knowledge, not money. If you want to make money, come to me. I'm going to make you use lot size 100. If you lose, my brother. If you make money, I can guarantee you'll make ×5 what you risked. You understand? However, I'm not saying that you should use bigger lot sizes. You must only use bigger lot sizes when you understand what you're doing. For as long as you're still learning, use 0.01. But always know that you must use 0.01 to gather knowledge, not to make money. You can never buy a Lamborghini with this. You can never buy a C63 6.3 Classic using lot size 0.01. You can never buy a house which is worth 7.5 million using 0.01 lots. You can never drive an RS7 using 0.01 lots. Now, I'm going to continue because Instagram has given me less time. So I'm going to start a new video now. I'm going to start a new live.